What's happening, you guys? Veggie here, and obviously in isolation, when we're looking at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu drilling and sparring, I wanted to give you guys some perspective about what kind of mats and what kind of layout I have for some of my white belt technique, drilling techniques that I use on my grappling dummy. So what I've got is a 2 by 2 meter layout of BJJ 40mm mats. Now this works for me because I'm not doing sparring, I'm not doing standing sparring, I'm not even doing grappling sparring, I'm just using dummies to do some techniques. And I think it's a perfect layout just for doing that. Maybe for grappling sparring with a partner, it could be all right, it could be enough space, but I generally find that 1 meter, just 1 meter squared, it wouldn't ever be enough for some drilling. Like you would need a bit more room, unless you padded the rest of it with yoga mats. Even then it would be a bit uncomfortable. So I recommend you guys, for some technical drilling, if you want some kind of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu layout, these are 2 by 2 mat square. So it's 4 1 meter squared mats. So you make a puzzle and you do 2 by 2. And I generally find it really useful. I'm using it for a lot of my triangles, my arm bars, my kimuras, my mount sweeps, and various different techniques. It's also good for rolling and things like that. 40mm is definitely, you can definitely tell that that's a good deal of padding, and you're protecting yourself from, when you sweep, you're not going to injure yourself or anything like that. For takedowns, obviously things like that, I wouldn't recommend it because I myself, I'm almost 6 foot, so for me that I'm not massively far off 2 meters. So generally for standing sparring, I generally wouldn't say this wouldn't be enough space. But it's good for technical work, and I definitely recommend it. You guys, if you want to do some BJJ at home, do some techniques, some moves, this would be a good investment. Now, in terms of money, you are going to have to fork out a bit of money. So for my grappling dolls, I did end up spending, I'd probably say 50 quid each on the grappling dolls, and then another 50 quid on what I was stuffing it with. So that was just, that was my substitute for essentially a grappling partner. In terms of the actual mats, I ended up spending about £25 per 1 meter squared mat. So I spent about £100 on the floor layout. So you're looking at a lot of money if you want to do some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu technical stuff. But if you guys are doing it on a budget, I highly recommend you look at some of Rena Gracie's Instagram videos he's done for how you can make a grappling dummy just using a gi, a teddy bear, and a pillow. And if I can find that, I'll definitely be throwing it in the description. And you could do some more technical stuff like that, and you could, I guess, if you wanted to, you could just do it on some pillows or some cushions. But this for me is just the optimal layout for drilling. Like, I generally find it very comfortable and easy, and it feels a lot more realistic than the other way of doing it. The grappling dummy itself, the only downside I see to that sort of layout is that grappling dummies tend to have very short arms, and because of that, it's hard to do, pull into arm bars and kimuras. It's a bit more hard, and the joints just aren't there. But at the same time, it's the closest I can get to actual technical drilling at home. But I find this to be very useful, you guys, and I thought I'd share it with you, show you some pictures, show you the layout that I use, and show you as a white belt what kind of things you can do. I've already listed some videos in my channel. I'll throw links in the description of some of the moves I do here at home, some gi, some no gi moves. Some of the technical details might not be there, but most of the fundamentals are there. The little technical niches you could probably find online if you're more interested in seeing those techniques at much greater depth by someone who's a higher belt than me. But I generally find it useful just for drilling some white belt techniques. Anyway, you guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. If you've got any questions or, any concerns you have about your layout at home, throw them in the comments. I'm more than happy to reply. Obviously, my channel isn't massively successful or popular, so I have the capacity to, communicate with my fan base if they're interested in seeing that sort of material. But anyway, you guys, that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video, and I'll see you in that next video. Peace out.